Good evening. My name is Jesse Waltman, as Tom mentioned, and I'm an MAcc 2005 alumnus and the president of the School of Accounting and Finance Alumni Association. So Upcar began his talk a little earlier this evening with one of his definitions of leadership, an individual who inspires someone to do something extraordinary. And it's so apropos that Upcar was our speaker this evening at a leadership event because he exemplifies that definition of leadership. From his professional successes to leading by example, to his philanthropy and giving selflessly of his time and opening his professional network to the school, and coming back to Waterloo to lead a seminar series such as the one that he just did, engaging SAF students. So Upcar, you asked potentially a rhetorical question during your talk, did my work have meaning? And I can tell you unequivocally that it does have meaning. It has meaning today, and it will have meaning for years and years to come, both through the students that you impacted directly as well as through the alumni community. And so on behalf of the alumni and our current students, I thank you. So I'm happy to be here tonight to join Doug, Tom, such an outstanding group of volunteers, donors, alumni, and SAF faculty and staff. So we owe each and every one of you a debt of gratitude. You play such a critical role in the success of the School of Accounting and Finance. And you are, each and every one of you, are indispensable to the school and to the Alumni Association. I would like to acknowledge a couple of alumni who are with us this evening and who are my fellow executive members. Gavin Schwartzman, our Vice President of Connections and Events. Vlad Moisakin, our Vice President of Administration and Finance. And unfortunately, our third executive member, Elaine Lee, our Vice President of Communications, was unable to join us this evening. But she will also be our next president, assuming this role a little less than a year from now. It's a long transition. So I want to keep the shareholders happy, right? So I'd also like to recognize the outstanding staff of the School of Accounting and Finance, without whose relentless support we couldn't do what we do. So Tom, Alex, and Sheila, thank you so much. We appreciate you. So I was asked to talk to you a little bit tonight about the Alumni Association and our role. And so the Alumni Association exists for a few reasons. One would be to provide opportunities for alumni to connect with one another, to reconnect with the school, and to connect with our current students, and to provide professional and corporate community networking opportunities. To help alumni connect and stay informed about developments at the school, to foster intellectually stimulating events and opportunities, and to recognize the accomplishments and life events of our alumni. So since last year, around this time when I had the opportunity to speak at the same event, we've received tremendous support from our alumni base, including through increased membership on our LinkedIn group, where the alumni group is now 1,400 members strong. We've hosted a number of successful events and planned new opportunities, connecting alumni, the SAF, current students, and engaging close to 400 alumni in face-to-face personal events, including at our UFI Honor Roll celebration, CA Convocation, last year's Summer Social, through an MAcc 89 reunion that we helped to support, but that was championed by two amazing visionaries from the 89 class itself, through the Women in Finance and Accounting event in October, and through a young alumni event that we hosted in November. So for those of you with your mobile devices and calendars handy, we do have a couple of upcoming events. For those of you who want to grab them, I can pause briefly, but I don't want to stand between you and dessert for too long. So we have an event actually next week on June 2nd. It's one of the new initiatives that we're pioneering this year and that we hope is going to be with the Alumni Association for a long time to come. It's our first breakfast and learn session that provides a networking opportunity as well as 1 full hour of professional development credit. No applause for the professional development credit. But a full hour of professional development. And it's actually going to be hosted here at the National Club. So again, we have a big thank you to Mike for opening the facility to us. We appreciate that. So it's a great opportunity to reconnect with old friends and to make new friends. So please feel free to invite both your UW classmates, as well we have opened it up to non-UW friends and colleagues that you're interested in bringing into the event. We think it's a great opportunity for CAs, CPAs, as well as aspiring finance and business professionals to come and meet one another and to network over breakfast together. And I believe we can take registrations tonight if people are interested. So please see either Sheila in red or Alex over here in black if you're interested in attending. There was an email that went out with a link, so you're more than welcome to register online as well, but we're happy to help you with that registration process tonight if you're interested. We're also in the planning phases of our 2015 Summer Social, as well as another new initiative, our first annual Distinguished Leadership Speaker Series. So both of those events are still in the planning phases, but we're hoping will be finalized very shortly. So please stay tuned for more details about both of those events. So as I conclude my very brief remarks, I believe it comes back to where we started the evening, which was with leadership, engagement, volunteerism, and impact. And so 2 questions that sort of come to mind are, how can you help the Alumni Association and the SAF achieve our objectives? But perhaps far more importantly, how can the school and the Alumni Association help you achieve your objectives? So we both want and need your feedback and your support in order to be successful. And we're happy to have whatever level of engagement you're comfortable and able to provide. So a variety of individuals are comfortable in a more passive role, perhaps joining our LinkedIn group, attending events and development opportunities, hiring co-op students. And for those of you who tweet, Elaine, our Vice President of Communications, recently launched the School of Accounting and Finance Alumni Association Twitter feed, which now has 50 followers. But growing exponentially. And for those of you who have the ability to be more active, also attending events such as the one on June 2nd, but bringing others with you and being a center of influence in order to grow and the Alumni Association. We'd love to see, our LinkedIn group. Right now we're at about 25% of the alumni who are members. We'd love to see that number again grow just as quickly as Twitter, not 1 for 1, but percentage-wise. Or perhaps brainstorming and helping plan and ideate events, or joining the Alumni Association executive team or one of the committees. See, there's possibly nothing that I love more about this role than connecting with alumni and connecting alumni to one another and building relationships with each and every one of you who are here this evening and hearing about your successes and celebrating them. You give of your time, your talent, and your treasures. And you're our ambassadors in Canada and globally. You engage other alumni in meaningful relationships that have mutual value, and we appreciate you. If you have any ideas for events or would like to get more involved in the Alumni Association, please see myself, Gavin, or Vlad, or Alex or Sheila, and we're more than happy to facilitate any level of involvement that you're comfortable providing. Without further ado, I think dessert is probably very close to being served, so thank you very much again for attending and have a great rest of the evening.